All right, it's time for the end of the day PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. All right, we're gonna make this real quick. Let's take a look at our first chart, and you're gonna see the gold futures. Now, we were talking about this earlier today. As you can see on the daily chart, the gold futures is still clearly in a correction mode. All right, and dangerously close, getting dangerously close to hitting into a full blown bear market. Now, we already are bearish now in this chart. All right, so this is the very beginning phases of a bear market coming on in gold. We had the rally alert buy signal, all right, that we got a few days ago. The market really didn't give us any upside production, just a slightly, and it's trying to hold on for dear life here. But at this point, the overhead trendline resistance is around that 1800 mark, which is that psychological resistance that we've been talking about. The market seems to have a problem with 1800 and stand above it for any given length of time. The last time it did it was back here with this run, but as you can see, it really didn't last, you know, beyond November. It just came right back down again. So this is kind of what you're getting right now. Even with all the inflationary worries and fears that have now come to fruition, you would expect gold to get a little bit more underneath of its sales, but it's just not happening. The bear is holding on. I think the bear is taking a big bite, a big chunk out of the gold market, and it's struggling as a result. Same thing with silver. So for silver is deeper in the bearish territory. You're deep in that red zone. You're officially a bear market. You're below trend line. You're below Kumo cloud. You are gaining downside momentum. The bulls are trying to defend this recent support area, at least take the market back up to the $23 handle, maybe even $23.50. But you see the resistance, the bottom of the Kumo cloud to the trend line around the $23.50 mark. That is a serious resistance zone for silver. Even if it can make it back up there, it's still going to be in the red zone. So yeah, the metals are under a lot of selling pressure right now. Now, you've seen gold, you've seen silver. I've showed you the selling pressure. Well, they're not alone. Take a look at Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin futures. Also, still in a corrective state. You're below trend line. You're below Kumo cloud. Look at this market under a lot of selling pressure. This is like the one more chance the market's trying to do something. We've got a rally alert buy signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading to see if the market can get itself back up to maybe the 55,000 mark. All right, so this is for all the marbles at this point. So we're looking at between 53 and 55,000 will be our initial target. If we can get some upside production from this rally alert tonight. But as you can see, the bear market is alive and well in the precious metals and also in Bitcoin. All right, something is really going on that needs to be taken a note of. Here's your bonds, ticker is TLT. We had that crash alert sell signal coming in today, and look at the downside production. All right, and this one too now is, you know, picking up downside momentum. All right, your bonds are picking up downside momentum as well. Something is clearly going on in the markets. Things are not as they appear, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the euro yen. The euro yen looks just like gold, looks just like silver, looks just like Bitcoin. Look at this chart. This market is also in a bear market. You're below trend line. You're below Kumo cloud. This thing is still picking up downside momentum. Now, there's a little question mark here because we had a rally alert buy signal coming into today, and the market gave you the upside initial production before pulling back into the close. And we have the possibility of maybe putting in a short-term support bottom in the euro yen. Could this be the saving grace for the equity market? And if so, are we going to see more downside in the precious metals and Bitcoin? All right, that's what we are. However, if the bulls can wrestle back control of this market, then the overhead trend line resistance around the 130 mark would be the initial target on this move. So again, you got some ominous signs showing up in these markets that we cannot overlook. And I just wanted to stress that coming into it, you have to look at what's going on. Here's your Dow. Even though the Dow has gotten out of that corrective state, it's still in a bearish zone. Even though you got above the trend line resistance, you got back above the Kumo cloud, you're still not out of the woods yet. You put in a short-term bottom. It was a nice lift off, but you're still in the red zone. All right, even though you put in a short-term bottom, you're still in the red zone. All right, the market still has a lot to come back to make up ground for to get back up here and take out the highs. If it fails to take out these highs, I'm afraid the bear could show its face sooner rather than later. Now, the month is already upon us, but we'll see how long it takes this market to take out the prior highs. If the market takes out the prior highs, then we can say the bottom is in, and now the market is ready to go to the moon. But this is all nice, but it's not enough yet, ladies and gentlemen, to say that we put in a short-term or an immediate bottom. It's just a short-term bottom right now, okay? That's it. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. I had to show you that. You have to see that for what it is. We trade what the market is showing us, not what we think. Even the NASDAQ 100 now. Look at the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ 100 is a different picture altogether. Even though it got bearish for a minute during the correction, it never fully got into a bear market like the rest of them. It's still staying above the trend line support. We have not closed below the trend line except for once, and that was here. Then the market immediately recovered, and it's close to taking out the corrective zone and getting into a rally mode. So the NASDAQ is the only one that is more powerful at the moment. But we still got to watch it because it's not out of the woods yet. Still in the red zone. This is a nice one, but you still haven't taken out the highs. The U.S. stock indices must take out the highs if it's going to have any real ground going into the end of the year. Looking at the crude oil, again, look at these markets. Crude oil, same as the gold, same as silver, same as Bitcoin, all right? But the only difference is today marks day one of the market trying to put in a short-term bottom. But you can't get too happy because this is a bearish pointer on this daily chart. This spike low is a bearish pointer. Spike lows and highs are a whole nother story altogether. At some point, you got to come back down here and test or take this out. All right. Now, the last time this happened, we had this bearish pointer here. The market waited a long time, but eventually we came down, tested, and took this bearish pointer out. All right, same thing with this one. We tested and took it out. Took a long time to happen, but the market eventually done it. And now here's this bearish pointer here. So right now the market is on tap to try to get to the overhead trend line resistance around 75 on the oil. But again, this bearish pointer is going to act like a magnet, attracting price back down to it again. Okay. So you said XPT. Do I have that right now? I don't recall if that's even on. Let me see. XPT. Oh, platinum. Okay, platinum. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Let's see if we got platinum on here. I think I do. And you're looking at the spot. So let's see. Yeah, you're in luck. Here you go. Here's your platinum. Here's your platinum. Okay. So platinum came into today with a rally alert buy signal, and we got that immediate upside production. It's looking just like that euro yen, right? The initial target on this one is the bottom of the Kumo cloud around the 990 mark. Overhead trend line resistance is around 1,000. So we'll say the resistance zone is going to be between 990 and 1,000 on platinum. So that's where we are right now. All right, you want to see Visa and Nvidia. Let's see what we got here. All right, Visa. All right, let's see. I know it's, oh, here it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Visa. Okay, so on Visa, you had a gap up today. All right, so you created this gap. I'm expecting and anticipating, because you're still in a bear market on this thing, that they'll probably try to back and fill it as early as tomorrow. I think we're looking at this market officially getting ready to put another leg down. I say this construct pattern right here is similar to this one back here. Okay, we had the rally alert buy signal, got the upside production, followed by an immediate leg down, right? And then even a gap here. So I think today's gap up was to fill this gap here, but I think tomorrow's bar will probably look like this one. All right, so just keep that in mind going into it. If you're long going into it, you know, pop your way through it. Use the recommended stop on the report or what have you. But overhead trend line resistance, we'll call it 212. I think that's the initial target if the bulls can keep the momentum going on it. All right, hey, what's up, my brothers in the chat? What up, man? Thank you for the support, man. Thanks for the support. Let's see the next one here. And congratulations on the wedding, on the marriage, man. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, let's see here. All right, Nvidia. Here's Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia, as you know, we started talking to calling and watching Nvidia back when it was in the hundreds. And then when it broke 200, we were like, wow, okay, I anticipated that. But look, it got up to like 500 at one point or something. But right here, you can see it's in the official corrective state right now. Official corrective state. You're in the green zone, all right? And you got a rally alert buy signal for tomorrow's trading. This one's it looks like the market's going to try to test or take out the bullish pointer from November the 22nd. So that's acting as a magnet to attract price back up there to it. Just keep in mind, depending on what the NASDAQ 100 futures does, that could be a boon or a stab in the stomach to Nvidia. All right, so keep that in mind. If the NASDAQ 100 can get out of the corrective phase and get bullish and start trending again, then Nvidia should test and take out the bullish pointer and head back up to around the 355 mark easily. All right. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at tonight, folks. So I just wanted to show you, you know, what has transpired. Just keep in mind that these, you know, the stock indexes are not out of the woods yet. Nice couple of days of rallies, but those are just rallies off support lows for right now. And you have to start thinking, are the bears waiting to pluck this thing off? And is there going to be, you know, something going on there? So yeah, just, you know, watch what you're watching. You know, put your stops in, pop your way through these markets, and do what you got to do so that you can protect yourself and be ready to stop and reverse. If you're trading futures and forex and crypto, you can always sell short those markets. Okay, but for you long only people, and you know how that goes. All right. So with that being said, remember, PulseWaveTrading.com. You want to go ahead and take care of your business and get these PulseWave reports if you don't already have them. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out.